Just want to talk about Girl, the logic of misogyny. What is misogyny? So the dictionary of definition of misogyny is it's primarily a property of individual misogynists who are prone to hate women. That is because of their gender, either universally or at least very generally. And D may also be required to harbor this hatred in their hearts as a matter of deep or ultimate psychological explanation if they are to count as bona fide misogynists. Misogyny are agents who fit a certain psychological profile. But actually, this philosopher says that it's important to understand misogyny as a natural and central manifestation of patriarchal ideology, as opposed to being a relatively marginal and not inherently political phenomenon. So there's a diverse range of ways misogyny works. Enable us to understand misogyny is a systematic social phenomenon by focusing on the hostile reactions women face in navigating the social world, rather than the ultimate psychological basis for these reactions. Such hostilities need not have an immediate basis in individual agents' psychologies whatsoever. Institutions and other social environments can also be differently forbidding, chilly, or hostile towards women. So I would like to express my opinion about misogyny as a person who probably picked up misogyny first in a family environment where the girls, family of two girls and a boy, the girls were treated differently. And interestingly enough, the boy collaborated with the girl, with the woman, who sort of really also treated girls as not as important as boys. And we do this subconsciously. Consciously, we're not aware of how much damage this causes girls and women, the women they become, when we treat them as lesser. And it's little things. It's just, and then it's big things. And it's the way that the man of the house, that term, the man of the house, when there's no father, the boy takes over, and he takes over financial power, and then the woman, of course, doesn't have as much financial power as the man. And even when the woman has financial power, she gives it over to the boy, to the son, rather than the daughter. And this goes back, I think this demands a whole analysis of how this is done historically through time. Women just don't have a good position. Women don't have powerful positions. I mean, look in Israel, we had a woman prime minister, Golda Meir, and since then we just don't have enough leaders, don't have enough women in politics. And I'm sure that if we had more women in politics, it would solve a lot of problems. First of all, we wouldn't have a dominance of extremists, because women really don't tend to hold extremists, with few exceptions. Women are not as extreme politically as men. I just think it would be better, the world would be better if women had more powerful positions. But of course, the problem is that men do rule the world, despite having not done a good job in it. And just on a personal level, I'm so sorry I'm married, to be honest. Marriage doesn't really serve women at all, unless you marry a very nice, gentle man. Most of the time, the marriage will be a system in which women are subordinated to being beneath the man. She has to do the domestic roles. I mean, who says that women have to do housework and men are exempt from it? Who says that? Why can't men and women who both work do the housework together? And even if they don't work, if a woman doesn't work and she's taking care of kids, how come she has to do the housework if she's not really good at it and the man is good at it? Why isn't there no discussion about it? This was what happened in my marriage. I'm really bad at housework for many reasons. One of them, I was really not brought up by a woman who was able to do housework so well. And as long as my father was alive, he really did take on the role of cleaning because the house was pretty messy. My mother was not really good at cleaning. She was extremely talented in music and other things, and she just was really bad at organizing a household. My father was very organized, and so he had no problem doing the household chores. I remember both grandfathers on both sides doing the shopping, for instance, carrying heavy stuff. And the contrast is my life, where I had to carry heavy shopping, do all the housework. That's what I was expected. And of course I didn't do a good job. And then my ex-husband got very angry. And it was just so odd how it was like exactly what I thought it would be. I was really afraid this was going to happen. Right. Shiva really doesn't like it. No. She really doesn't like this guy. Okay, come here. She really doesn't like this guy. I don't know. She has this. She really is not happy. So I just wanted to say that I watch couples and I just think I just so not want to be in a relationship with a man, because I just know that the man is programmed to expect the woman is a housewife. She has to be neat, organized, and domestic servant. First of all, doesn't matter even if she's educated or whatever. And look at how women are, like they have to cover their head, wear skirts, and it's like once you have different gender dress styles, it also forces on you different roles. And I don't like the fact that women and men have very specific roles. I mean, only a woman can give birth. A man can't do that. But other than that, I just don't understand why women have to take care of the household. Even now, I feel so free and so liberated from the fact that I reach a certain level of messiness, and then I just say, okay, now it's time to clean. But it's my standards. It's my standards by which I live. Of course, whoever I lived with would object to this level because most people don't have this level. I've seen worse. I've seen very few worse, but most people live in a more neat environment. But it's my standards, and why should I be subjugated to ridicule and shame because I do not have the same standards of order in the household? I have other priorities. I'd rather sit here with my dog on the beach and read books than clean. I did clean in the morning as much as I could, but I also need to balance my life. And if a person walks in and would say, oh no, it's not clean yet, it's not clean enough, but why should I be subjected to criticism? When you live with other persons, you need to you share a place you live. When you share a place you live, you have to agree on certain standards. So it's not fair that one person does the shopping and the cleaning and everything, and the other person is exempt from it because they go to work. I go to work and then I still need to do everything. If I live with somebody else, we would share the burden, we would share tasks, and that's the point. When you live together with another person, it should be like you should treat each other like roommates, sharing the burden. And just because society has women designated as housewives, no reason to accept that. I'm still living through the shame of not being good housewife. Whatever shit. Okay, we're done.